welcome back to Pirate Adventures. Where we last left off, our dear pirates had acquired a new vessel, a curse had been broken, and a deal had been modified. And with that modification, our pirates now owners, in some respect, of the Jolly Roger, home and somewhat body of Roger Reginald, legendary pirate. Now, the deal with Brimmy was that you were going to give him the ship, but instead you have now given him yours after moving over all your supplies and that. Deal was agreed. We are now back with you. Seemingly two paths are here before our players. We have a meeting with the Commodore and I believe the Pirate Council, and we have the Water Whistle. My question is, where you're going? What's the plan? What do you want to do? I leave that up to you now.
So Vaela's going to have to call an officers' meeting to help decide what we do.
What up, Captain?
Right, as we've successfully upgraded our vessel and acquired another artifact. I can't remember where we put the bottle. I remember wrapping it up in something.
You've put it in your quarters, in your captain's safe, I think.
In the
Okay, that makes sense.
in your bag of holding, captain's bag of holding.
That's it, captain's bag holding.
Right, gotcha. Yes, as we've got a new artifact. We've got a choice. We can either head towards basically the last unclaimed artifact, the Water Whistle, or we've still got a summons from the Commodore as they have acquired the dragon egg. And I'm opening this up to the floor to take opinions on what you feel we should be doing. I kind of think if we've got... It might be best to keep our truce in line for now, so we can carry on going unabated. But I'm open to thoughts and suggestions from the rest of you.
Very kind of steps in very quickly. Sorry, Alarias, but I just got to bring this up. You said the Water Whistle moves, right? That's the next one?
That's true. It's on an island that moves.
So, there is the possibility that if we wait too long, it might disappear. I don't know.
I mean, it's only going to move. We can track it. Remember, we've got the globe. And no matter where it goes, we can follow. As long as it doesn't shift to another dimension or something.
We've seen it dip in the center circle, right? And he kind of gestures toward No-Eyed Bill. Well, yes, the boy's damn right. Blasted thing did go into the center circle for a time, but hasn't done it again. Right now, it's still in the south region.
Right.
You said it's the last unclaimed artifact. Does that mean the fleet are going for that as well?
Well,
Makes sense to me that they would.
I have no idea
Yeah.
I have no idea what their plans are. But I imagine, yes. I mean, the fleet are huge. There's no reason why the Commodore wouldn't have other people go for it. He must be well aware that us pirates, as a collective, own many more artifacts than he does.
Yeah. I feel like they're only summoning us to betray us.
Potentially, or maybe hold us up.
I
I don't really know what the other crews are doing. They don't, as far as I'm aware, they haven't made any real headway. But then they don't have the globe like we do.
That's true. I know Bloodbeard in his angry state was pretty hell-bent on finding something, but I had no idea what his heading was. Seemed like the other pirate captains were less about the hunt, more about keeping an eye on fleet ships.
I mean, it's not like we are running the council. We don't have to attend. If the whole, it's not like the whole fleet is going to attend their get together, right? If all the rest of the council goes, we can just carry on going for the whistle.
Was it not implied that he expected the artifacts to be there though?
Yeah, but I doubt he's going to bring all of his. And what's the point of having a meeting with all the artifacts if not all the artifacts are gathered?
Dangerous though, right? We've already seen
Yes.
what close
We're all gonna
proximity
die if
has.
we gather all the artifacts.
Even if we
that
get
is
the
very
whistle,
true.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
be.
That is
Yeah,
very true.
we can set a boundary within our ship, but as soon as we get to the fleet,
Yes,
he
I've
may
been
not
thinking
even know
about
that.
that as well. I've noticed something. I was thinking, well, obviously, if the bottle was cursed, then there must be curses amongst all the artifacts. Estiedieu wasn't exactly known for her kindness, so I've been trying to realise what was going on, perhaps with the globe, and then it struck me. What's the one thing you can't take away from a blind man?
His vision?
Sense of humor.
I'm all... Damn right. Keep that till I die. No, I'm already blind. It can't take away my vision. But what do you take away from someone who wants a map?
Their vision.
Sense of direction.
The pen.
Sense of direction. Well, that too, yeah, that would do it.
I see.
Luckily, got this one here.
I see.
That's his parrot.
But then I wonder then if, looking at Elizora, you're not going to probably tell us anyway, but did you feel anything strange after you started using that trident of yours?
It's annoying as fuck.
Okay.
Is that another curse?
Is that a curse?
Tell trust
It's
me.
like the same thing as going blind.
Yeah,
you know?
it fills my head with non-stop bull, and it is annoying. It doesn't know anything either,
You know,
so
I
it's not
feel
like it's
really,
useful.
really appreciated right now. I have given you excellent information, and on top of that, you have all these extra spells because of me. I don't really get the problem. This is a give relationship here. I'm actually feeling a little left out.
Well, if we broke one curse, why not break another? This one sounds relatively minor. Let's kill it the next chance we have.
By my count, there's 5 artifacts among the pirates, 3 of which are on this ship, 2 of which are held across other pirate captains, one being a ship itself, and the other one being the compass that lets old Gator Girl fly. And so we only need one artifact to change hands to level the playing field, as it were.
Well, which one?
The compass, obviously.
Yeah, but we've got to have that to give it.
We don't need to be there. The compass is with the fleet captain, and she don't give a shit about that compass whatsoever.
See, that's fair enough. That even makes sense to me. Here's what I don't understand. Vaela, why is Cleric calling you?
I did wonder about this. I mean, I'm what I'm not even technically an official member of the council. I'm just kind of,
But he
honor.
doesn't even know that. To him, you're just the captain of the Boneblade. I mean, I know you're not the captain of the Boneblade now. We're on the Jolly Roger. Still trying to get over that, by the way. But we're on the Jolly Roger. He doesn't know shit. But he's calling you. Why do you think that is?
Most probably because we hold 3 at the time, as far as he knew, 3 artifacts.
2.
At the time, 2. But then he seemed to know that we got the bot. What did we? Didn't he know that we got something? We got.
It's probably the crown allows him some kind of
Yeah.
connection.
I mean, it
Safe
could
to
be just
assume he knows more than we think.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit paranoid about that. I don't really like him knowing more than we think.
I mean, at the end of the day, he can't force us to meet him. We don't know. It has to be. He's not the. He's not in charge of us. If we don't feel the need to meet him, we don't have to. As far as I'm concerned,
We
We
don't
don't
press
work-
the advantage.
we don't work for him. It's a partnership.
Elizora, not Elizora, Elena steps in and just goes, "How long did he give us?"
At the time he spoke to me, he said 7 days. That was about 3 days ago? 4 days ago?
Yep, 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
So we have 4 days.
What?
Could we reach the water whistle in 4 days?
Possibly.
Reach is
'Cause
one
we're
thing.
in, we're in the south, right? So
You're already in the south.
yeah, we're already in the south.
Reach is one thing. Actually, procuring it is another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have to rest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
So you went to the island of
Mm.
U, and then you've already started moving gently in that direction. So you're still in the east, but as you get closer to the center circle, the region boundaries are a lot closer together.
I mean, it seems silly to go all the way back to the wreckage or wherever it is we're going to go to when we're just there. We're right there. I might bet. Well, I just say, based on all of that, we just go for the whistle. If he calls again, I'll tell him to go talk to one of the other captains that has the compass or something. Whoever has the compass, and take that one from them. I'm not in
Could
charge
ask
of the
him.
pirates.
Eagle Eye has the compass.
Eagle Eye. I'll put that on there. Yeah, that they can talk to them. We don't have to get rid of one of ours. And I don't particularly want him to have any of the ones that we've got. It seems it would be pretty bad. You know, the globe that knows where they all are, bad. Elizora's trident that can do a lot with water, also bad. And the hag's bottle that doesn't want you to get rid of it or release what's inside seems also pretty bad.
The problem you got is that no matter what artifact, it's always going to be bad.
True, but there's sort of lesser evils in this mix. Basically, the fact is, I don't think we should give him any of ours. I would just let one of the other pirates deal with it. What's he gonna do? Call off the truce?
He might.
I mean, we'd end up back in the same position we were in anyway.
Oh,
And
no,
we'd
he
be
called
in-
the truce.
And we'd be in the position of we as the pirates would be in the position of power anyway. He's in no position to even want to call off the truce. It's our 5, potentially 6 artifacts to his 3.
To be 6.
2b6, that's what yeah, exactly. So, what's he gonna do?
Hey, I'm up for anything that's going to stick it to Grelig.
Yes, I don't like being told what to do, especially from some pompous guy with a pointy beard and a white coat. Alright then,
Just don't underestimate him.
sure. But that, let's just say I get a bit of a confidence boost from this ship, as it were. I feel like we can take him on if necessary. And again, it wouldn't be just us. If he attacks any member of the pirate crew, all the pirates will descend on him. He will start a war. Alrighty then. It sounds like it sounds like we have an accord in that we will go for the whistle. Unless anyone
Captain.
has any.
If I may be so bold, just to put this out there, we did accelerate our journey by dipping into the Astral Sea.
Right.
We could do it again. It won't take as much time in there to get the smaller distance we need to make, but it would definitely shorten the amount of time it's going to take to get there.
What to the whistle? While that may be the case, I actually feel in this instance time might actually be a benefit to us. I feel that most of us, after especially that fight,
We're in dire need of a long rest.
yeah, I think after that fight with the hag,
Hmm.
some of us can do with some serious resting. So I don't think we should be worried about speed too much.
Yes. I suppose you're right. Just wanted to put it out there.
No, that's fair. Like I said, I would always gonna take your advice and opinions.
Let's save the Astral Sea for another exorcism.
I think, like I said, I think that's that. That is still very good to know that it won't take as long to enter if we need to. How long do you reckon it would take? If a real emergency occurred, how quick do you think you could get us in the sea?
Well, I've spent my time while attaching it to this vessel, trying to attune with it better, to try and understand it better, and I think I can do it in a minute. Lesser to push, but that's going to draw some resources from me.
That's fine. I'm more concerned of a quick getaway, if we were ever in need of one.
I can do it pretty much instantly, but I will be out of commission for a little while.
Yeah, I don't really want that, because obviously, as we've seen in the Astral Sea, it could be pretty chaotic in there. Having you out of commission while we're there seems like probably a bigger risk than whatever it is we're facing out here. But yeah, we should keep that 1 minute and bear that one in mind if the situation ever called for it. And that goes to the rest of you in case I'm not around or I'm out of commission. That it's there.
I'll see if there's a way I could speed it up. Perhaps maybe I could prepare some of the ritualistic parts of it to automatically occur or be triggered by other ones if I have them prepped and ready.
If you can get it on like a command word or something, that could prove quite useful.
I'll talk to Roger. It might be he may be able to do something as he's part of the ship.
Yes. Gee, on that fall, we should really invite him to these.
He's already here.
I'm already here.
Oh, that's even easier then. Because, your experience, probably dwarfs most of ours.
Speak for yourself.
And your knowledge? Well, okay, sure. I said probably. But,
No, I don't listen to the lass. I know a lot.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, based off of Vaela's phrasing, wasn't quite accurate.
Well, if you ever feel that you have anything that you can chime in, feel more than welcome.
I'll consider it.
Fair enough. All right then. Unless anyone has anything else, you're all dismissed. Let's get this whistle.
Huzzah!
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 Whoa.
All right then.
So,
yeah, I mean, obviously, Bill will be tasked to make sure he keeps an eye on it, because obviously, especially as it's moving, we don't know what do we. Oh, it's an island that moves. You said, right?
That's
an island that moves.
what's
is
been
what-
described.
Okay.
I've got secret reservations. It's actually a really big animal of some kind, but you just never know.
Just never know.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah. Because I'm curious at the rate it moves, but if it's moving fairly slowly, we should. But as long as we make sure it doesn't outpace us, which I don't think it will.
Not on this ship.
No. Actually, I think this ship's actually slower.
Yeah, I was going
It
to say
is.
we increased our pace. Oh yeah.
Because
It is
of
slower.
it's so
It's so
much
big.
so much bigger.
It's massive.
Yeah.
It's slower.
It's slower.
What did we do with the old ship? Sorry if we covered this already.
We gave
Brimmy
it to
took it.
Brimmy's
Oh,
got
we
it.
took it. Okay.
Yeah,
as-
but we
as
pretty
a-
much
as a
we
trade.
stripped it.
Scrapped it for us. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So everything that was there is here. So all everything that's yours or whatever.
I think the next thing to do is add more ships, right?
We'll make
Have
our
our
own
own
little
little
fleet.
fleet.
Or an
We haven't got
armada.
enough crew to. We haven't
I
got
mean-
enough crew to fill this one, let alone.
Yeah.
But if we're leading up to,
Hey, you want to be Admiral Vaela? You go ahead.
We'll see. Well, let's get the artifact sorted first before she starts
Mhm.
thinking about that. She's still living.
a nice
She's
thought
still.
though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, she's still living off the high that she's now captain of the Jolly Roger.
Yeah,
'Cause-
actually, thinking about it, Vaela might have heard stories of the Jolly Roger as a
Oh, I
child.
wouldn't doubt it. I mean, she has been dreaming of being a pirate, let alone especially a pirate captain, especially a council member, for since she was little. So she and obviously being the upbringing that she had, she kind of learnt whatever she could that she could get her hands on, because she came for basically super religious island, and was raised to be a very super religious person, but obviously was rebelling against that. So yeah, any kind of like stories there were, if she could find out about it, she probably would have done it some form or another. Yeah. That's why she had like a flag ready to go. Why she had her name ready to go. You know, she had that all prepped. But yeah. Yeah, I think like journey wise, I mean, I think Vaela would just spend the time sort of scoping out the ship fully, because obviously it's one thing to do it once over, but like it's so big, you know, to actually like proper go through it, you know, find out where everything is, where everything goes.
Yeah, does Roger not attend the meeting? We should probably check in with him.
He did, yeah.
He did. He hears everything on this ship,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
whether he likes it or not.
Everything.
Everything. Part of the ship, part of the crew, man. He's everywhere.
Yeah, which is certainly useful, especially if we try and if we end up getting robbed again.
Yeah, that is nice. You can self-diagnose.
Free alarm system as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So, No-Eyed Bill comes to you, Vaela, and says, based on the trajectory and the speed of the vessel, our time is a little bit slower. We're not going to get there for a couple extra days. It's going to take us 6 in total to get there.
Well, like I said, I'm not in any particular rush, and I think like I said, that I'm sure many of us, well, those of us who went to go fight the hag, are gonna probably want that time anyway. So we should take the time to get used to this ship and to heal our wounds, so we're ready for whatever crazy situation this whistle's gonna put us in. So don't worry, Bill. Just keep an eye on it.
I will. Don't worry, I'm not offended.
It's all right. Good. I was a bit worried. I thought about that after I said it.
It's okay, Captain. It's not the first time. Book sort of starts using the puzzle globe, this parrot on his shoulder. Does anybody have anything they would want to do during this journey time, or anything they would like to speak to a specific NPC, prepare anything?
I'm curious about. We did make a promise to Roger to try and at least see if we can rescue him from his curse.
Mm-hmm.
So certainly would be like trying to at least see what I could do to research, or at least try and figure out how he's cursed.
I can help with that if you'd like.
So what's kind of the thought process here? Kind of like
Well, arcane. If we can figure out the root, like the thing that's holding his curse together, what can we do? If we can understand that, then maybe we can understand how to break it.
Okay. So as you, I'm gonna say, this can either be a history check based on knowledge of hags and hags' curses, or this will be an arcana check about curses in general. Both of which have different DCs. If you
I'll
have
give you guidance.
Thanks.
an idea of how you would know more about one than the other, I'm happy to hear it.
Oh, they're both the same. Elizora has been researching the hag and her bottle. So
This is true.
considering it's been titled the Hag's Bottle, kind of infers that there's a hag to deal with, which also kind of goes in line with why she was so nervous to the crew to take it on in the first place. So probably history.
Okay, I will give you that, and based on your reasoning, which is very reasonable, I will give you advantage.
A plus guidance. Okay.
Plus guidance.
Okay, that's 21 total.
She is no ordinary hag that you defeated. She is something beyond the realms of any regular hag. Every hag can curse, and every bargain struck with a hag is always laced with poison. There is some kind of contempt, trickery, and punishment when a hag speaks reason. In this sense, any curse a hag makes is also bound by some kind of bargain, which means there's rules. In this sense, with the powerhouse she was, if these rules of the curse are broken in the right way, the curse will break as well. But it was a strong enough curse to continue past her lifetime. So whatever it is, it will be difficult to break. But to even have a chance, you must know the terms of that bargain.
And Roger says he doesn't remember anymore.
Well, it was love-based, right?
The only thing he remembered was, if you love your ship so much, be with it forever.
Well, she had like a thing for him.
Yeah.
He broke off with her, kind of thing. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't marry.
Don't even think
Basically.
they got together.
But the thing is, Elizora, from your knowledge of hags, from your knowledge of curses, from the research you've done, that may have been what she said, but the rules will be more particular and far more definitive.
Yeah.
Probably think if you need to glean anything more, you'd need something of hers, perhaps, or someone who knew her particularly well.
Guess you'll have to
Alarias,
think.
Tim? Sorry. Alarias, Tim, is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
I don't know. We can chat to Roger, try and jog his memory, mostly about. I mean, I can't reminisce of him, but I guess about the hag. See if we can get him to remember anything. I don't know.
I can tell you now, I just rolled. It was dog shit. He can't remember anything.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know. Tim's just being polite to him, trying to make up for his first impression.
I like that.
Sorry, I
Nice.
cut you off, Dan.
no, sorry. I was going to ask. I think you mentioned some secret passages in Jolly Roger.
There are
Alarias would
secret
wanna-
compartments, and you would know
Yeah.
all of them.
Hiding spaces, yeah.
Hiding
Yeah, I
spaces.
wanna.
There are a few places where you can sneak from one part of the ship to another. There's only a couple of those. And there are many, many, many different compartment spaces which are hidden in the cracks of the walls.
Nice. So yeah, I think Alarias will be mainly resting, but mapping out all of those secret passageways and compartments,
Did
and
you
then
find
relaying that
anything?
to. Yeah, obviously he won't. Yeah, if he finds anything, he might keep it to himself, but depends what he finds.
Do you go and go to each one and look in it,
Yeah.
check it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're going to find 10 gold.
Okay.
You're going to find a book. Now, this book is withered, old, and the ink is completely smudged with water. Can't really make out what it was before. You find a broken hilt. So the blade's broken, but the hilt's there. And finally, you'll find a small chest with seemingly no way to open it. There's no hinge, there's no lock.
Yeah.
It's just like a box, essentially, but it's in the shape of a chest.
How intriguing.
Okay, that's quite a range of different things. So the book, there's no readable text on it to ascertain like who it was, what it was, journal, diary.
The ink's so smudged thanks to being decayed by water for so long. You'd have to come up with some
Yeah.
clever way of reversing that damage or being able to see through that damage, perhaps.
Unless there's a hidden
That'd be
compartment
cool.
somewhere.
In the book. Oh, it could be.
Is it all like ripped out, or is all the
No.
pages there?
All the pages seem to be there. They're just damaged.
No. About to say mending. Okay. I'll probably like bring that up with the crew. See if there's a little hack we can find. Repair it. That's the hilt. Do I recognise the hilt?
Roll.
Or the chest even? Have I seen any of those before?
The chest you don't recognise. The hilt, roll a history check for me.
History. Yeah, that is pretty good. 23.
This looks a lot like Roger's sword when you were, like the hilt of his blade when you were with him as part of his crew. You're not sure what must have happened to it, but it's definitely the same hilt. And his sword was never, which is quite incredible really, because the rest of him was so, ostentatious, loud as a being. He wore clothes that were bright, he was charismatic, he was imposing, but his blade was always simple. And this is definitely the hilt of his sword.
Is it just like snapped or like rusted away?
It looks like it was broken.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to have gained any damage from being under the water.
It's quite cool. Can I like pick up the small chest?
Mhm.
Does it feel like lightweight enough? Yeah.
When you pick it up, it feels like the weight of a regular sized chest, but small. And no lid.
I think I'll bring these back. I'll go to Vaela. Explain I was mapping out the ship and I found these different items.
Interesting. I assume you describe each one.
Yeah. I mean, we could bring the hilt back to Roger, but he's not
Yeah,
in a state
he
to
might-
kind of own it. But
You might know something
still
about it. We
annoying.
could.
I've been here the entire time. Sorry. Wrong
you know,
place.
he knows.
I know you've got my hilt.
um,
Obviously, I can't use it.
no, well, we can put it up somewhere. We've got a place in the mess hall for previous captains, and
It's a shame to waste such a fine blade. If you
Well-
can repair it, find a way to get it back.
I
I
assume,
highly recommend you take ownership of it.
I assume it's just normal steel. The
Oh
blade?
no,
No,
the blade's far more greater than that.
what's it made?
But
out?
you'll have to fix it before you can find out why.
Maybe
Okay.
Brimmy would know.
It sounds like a tough job for Brimmy, I'm sure. Yeah.
You
Well, we'll
don't
keep-
know who made it, Roger. Who crafted this blade?
It was a long time ago. I found it somewhere in a cave, actually. But it was called to me, almost. Something about it.
What came first? You, the sword, or the ship?
Sorry, one sec.
Okay. Well.
I could cast Identify. What we got?
Yeah, that'll do it. Or Legend Lore. Legend Lore's the best for this kind of thing because you
Oh.
basically just find out all the history about an
Oh.
item,
Yeah.
literally. But Identify, yeah.
Yeah, I might just use that on chest as well. Don't know.
So the chest, he was saying what? It's a small chest, but it feels as heavy as a normal size
Regular,
chest.
yeah.
So it's like really dense, basically. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going mental at literally nothing.
You don't sense any magic from this chest or anything, do you, Alarias?
Good question. Can I roll a check?
You can.
Arcana.
You can roll an Arcana check, absolutely.
Chest. 23 again.
Wow, that's Beyond's loving you today.
It's your lucky number.
Jeez.
Right. There is definitely some kind of arcane presence about this chest. To what it exactly does and to what it exactly is, you do not know.
I mean, the only reason I ask is because it could be that someone just, I don't know, magically shrank it or something. It just seems really weird to weigh that much, even though it looks like that. Now it's not an illusion because you'd feel right through it, right? But if they've like shrunk it, I'm sure there's spells out there that make things, you know, bigger and smaller. Maybe they've applied something like that onto this thing.
Maybe it's Roger's physical body. It's been shrunk down into the box.
Maybe. I mean, it could be. You just need to dispel the magic on that thing, and it will just go back to normal size and open up.
Restore the sword. Shove it through the box.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a place for the thing to go, but it doesn't look like it. But yeah,
There's no like keyhole or blade
Yeah.
spot. It's a chest-looking box.
but yeah, could be if it's got magic stuff applied to it. Maybe.
If you were to shake it, does
Yeah.
it like have? Does it like? Do you hear stuff move around inside it?
Yeah.
Does it feel like sloshy? If there's like water in it, or is it like just dead? Just like the entire thing is just like a
Can you
block
sense
is
anything
inside it.
inside it?
Whiskey.
I mean, the danger thing is we dispel the magic. If it's like a bag of holding or
It's like a
something,
bomb.
we dispel. Well, that as well. If it's like a bag, if it's like a bag of holding and you dispel the magic, then obviously everything in it disappears, right? So
Yeah.
it might be worth trying to figure out what kind of things on it actually before you do that. Good.
Can you cast ritual without spell slots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just takes 10
so
minutes
I
extra.
cast identify. It'll take 10 minutes.
Oh.
I was going to ask if there's like a slit in it. Does it even like look like it opens?
Were you saying there's like no hinge or no like?
No hinge.
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Nope, not at all.
Almost like a solid piece.
If you shake it, what's,
yeah,
what's the inside feel like?
Do you want to shake it?
Oh, even just like
Gently.
even just like picking it up, does it feel like the weight distributes
Yeah.
around, or like is there even like this like tinkling sound of like gold? You know, it's like
Yeah,
is
does it
there
feel like stuff's moving around? Yeah.
is there
like
stuff in it, or is it just like dead?
Natural reaction.
Yeah.
It's picking up. Yeah, I think Alarias would have done that. Not like shake it, but he would have like put his ear to it and see if he can.
If you did that, you would have heard. Clunk, 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 clunk.
The stuff's moving around inside it.
Oh.
Potentially. That was like, you got an idea, or oh.
No, it's just interest. Yeah,
Okay.
I do identify anyway. That would,
All
Yeah,
right.
it's a very specific sound Arthur
That
uses.
was a-
But,
yeah.
No, what do you mean? No.
Sounds like one
it's
item.
specific.
One heavy
Maybe
item.
think
yeah.
a bag of holding where it's like floating in space, but it's like hitting.
But then you wouldn't hear it,
Would
right?
he
Because
hit? Yeah.
no, that was the reason. That was one of because if you
Oh yeah.
if you move like a bag of holding, it doesn't. You shaking the bag doesn't shake anything inside it because it's in a different plane.
Hmm.
But if stuff is shaking and moving around, and it in theory means that there's stuff inside of it. Depends on what it is, right? Depends if it's like stuff moving around or just mechanical stuff. You know, hard to say. But I think if it is magic, if there is definitely magic applied to it, I think finding out what that magic is going to be key before magic is dispelled. In case it blows up on us.
Yeah, identify should do the trick. If it's a magic item, I'll learn its properties.
This is called a chest of the genie.
Oh no.
There is a command word to get the genie to come out. That is the only way to open this chest. Now, Alarias, genies, you already know, are very powerful creatures. Some of them can grant wishes. Some of them can decimate your entire ship with the flick of their wrist. You do not know what type of genie is inside here.
Yeah, those things aren't a joke. Those things are pretty brutal in D&D. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, we got a interesting.
I get
Oh,
turned
yeah.
into a cheese wheel.
But it's one of those high risks, high reward things. You could get 3 wishes. you could have a fight on your hands. It's your choice.
What if someone just randomly says a command without knowing it's the command? Just
You have to
around
be
the block?
holding to say the
Okay,
command
okay.
word. Also, as you're using identify, do you learn
Do I know?
with
I don't know if
identify?
don't know if you.
I think you know like how to use it. Yeah,
I think you do.
you learn the properties and how to use them.
No way.
Yeah, no, I think identify does technically give you the command word. Okay, if it is a magic item or some other magic, you learn its properties and how to use them.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna
No,
do
I
some
think.
extended.
Hold on,
So
whether
well,
it
so
requires attunement,
so
how
if
many
we
charges
go
it
if
has-
we go by the baseline, how to use them is that it has a command word.
Yeah, yeah. Not that you know it.
No, yeah, that's true. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item, what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. Insists if you instead touch a creature through casting. Okay, blah, blah, blah. How many charges it has, if any.
Yeah,
There's
there's a,
properties and how to use them. So
You know how you need to say a command word, and that
Yeah.
will release the genie for whatever nefarious purposes.
you might know what genie's inside. That might be a property. What type of box it is.
You just know that it holds a genie. You don't know which type it is. Also,
Okay.
it's not entirely dependent on the nature of the genie as how they might have been left and how they might come out. Could have been in there 10,000 years, could have been in the middle of a fight, could have been in there, the last 10 years, and the last guy they chatted to was really nice. You don't know.
It's a teeny tiny living space.
It is a teeny tiny living space.
I am going to question Roger straight away and say, did you know you were keeping a genie on the ship? Or a djinn?
No? Why would I know that?
You've never seen this chest?
If I knew that had a genie in it, do you not think that maybe I might have tried, I don't know, unlocking it so that I could perhaps wish my way out of my current situation?
Sure, secret
don't know.
compartments.
Yeah.
I knew it was a tiny little box, I just didn't know what it did. I assumed it was some kind of keepsake, or maybe a souvenir or something.
You don't know who would have stored this away?
Not a clue, I didn't know it was there until I became the ship.
Oh, okay.
that's concerning. I mean, if you didn't know about it coming aboard, I can't imagine it came up with pure intent.
I know. There's a few things here that didn't come with my intent. For example, that 10 gold should have been in the shares.
There's
Okay,
10
please.
gold.
Poor soul's life savings.
yeah,
It's like all they had.
probably.
Oh, and this book? Have you probably never seen this before, have you? Before you became the ship?
No, dog shit. No memory. No idea.
That's
So
really
long
memory
ago, Alarias. I don't remember ships. I remember battles. I remember victories. I remember the glory of going out on the ocean and seeing the horizon.
That sounds evasive.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I'm old
Oh.
as shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do with one of those memory potions.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to say, if we ever get you back, Roger, we could have a way to restore some your memories.
I haven't lost any. I'm just old. There's a lot of things to remember up here. And up here isn't even a brain anymore. It's something else.
Your soul is still there. It's still within you. That's what's important.
Aye, it is.
Well, it seems like all we've got is more mysteries on our hands.
Yeah.
With no
I mean,
real
it could be
clue.
a good thing that we don't know the command, though. Could be
Yes.
a whole world of
Oh,
trouble.
Oh yeah, we probably would have to do that in a safe environment if we did ever learn what it was. Because I can't imagine something that's just not just releasing it willy nilly was probably not a safe thing to do.
Yeah, I'll
But at
give
least we
that
know.
one to you to store.
Okay. Thank you. At least we know about it, I guess. At least you know what's inside. So we are some one step closer to what's in there. Otherwise, I'm sure Tim here would be trying to bash that thing open.
Just to put this out there, imagine if you cast a spell magic on it.
Oh yeah, that probably would not have ended well.
I'm restraining myself as we speak.
Yeah, don't go near
Sweet.
it.
And
Yeah, just
I don't-
glad Umbra isn't here as well
Mm.
to.
Oh
give him a
yes,
bad-
I'm sure he would have loved the power of a genie to restore his whatever he was doing. Yes, knowing him, all his wishes would be just unlimited resources, unlimited morals. No ethics. Well, I guess that's what he's doing now, or what? I don't know. Who knows? But all right then. I don't know what you want to do with that sword.
I will keep it. If we ever go back to Brimmy, he's probably the man to ask about weaponry.
Mhm.
I
I'm
don't know
sure
if he'd have anyone aboard about the book to try and restore that.
I mean, you can ask around, I guess. Who knows? You never know. Someone. Everyone's led different lives. They might have randomly come across it. You just never know. With what the 29 people aboard this ship. It's worth a try.
Okay. Yeah, Alarias will do his canvassing of the ship, of the crew. See if he can find anyone to restore it.
Temarin always loves his books.
That's true. That's true.
Cameron has no idea how to fix that book though.
At least we know what the book was.
He will look at it and he will just say the pages are mush. I have no idea what you can do this. A time reversal spell? I don't know. Does that kind of thing even exist? Bloody hell, Dad would probably know something about this. I'm just a bit iffy on this thing. Spatial magic. I can do that kind of thing. Time, little bit funkier. It's not an easy thing to manipulate. But yeah, the only thing I can see here that you could do is reverse time. I don't
Okay.
know. Unless you're some kind of keeper of it. Can't imagine what you could do.
Timekeeper, nice. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure your father could potentially know.
Dad would
Okay.
know. Definitely. Also, have you seen these hands? I'd rip that thing apart just by touching it. These arms
Yeah,
are
I'm not-
huge.
Still not used to those arms, though.
I can't get the hang of them. They're too heavy. I don't get it. I really don't
have we-
get what they were thinking.
Is there anyone on board with a similar size arms as Temarin that can like train him or something? I don't know.
No.
Carry around that sort of weight.
Tree
No,
lifter, probably.
no one. A
Tree lifter,
typical
obviously.
Goliath.
Yeah.
A Goliath called Tree Lifter and took his arms, so no.
Well, Tim's
no
pretty
way
strong.
in hell. Yes,
and
but he
weirdly
doesn't have
proportioned.
the arms of a Goliath.
No.
Like a ripped Goliath.
No.
Because even the Kenshimans, they're not jacked. You know,
No.
they're not.
They're not big enough either. We're talking like half giants people.
Because because Tamarin is. Oh, he's a human.
Human.
Okay,
It's
so
a
he's,
human.
yeah.
Would they not like shrink? Because he's not like.
They're not like
eating
dragging. They're not like
cocaine?
dragging along the floor, are they? They're not, because Goliaths are just
They are literally hovering around his kneecaps.
right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Blimey. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty insane. I mean, again, because he's not training them right. In theory, his muscles
they-
will just degrade.
They do
naturally
look
over
like
time.
the muscles have started to degrade, but the problem is they started so massive in the first place.
Yeah,
that it's going to take time.
Hmm.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go on a diet, Temarin. Cut the calories a bit.
What do you mean go on a diet? I don't even eat that much meat. I don't know where I'm getting the protein from.
At some point, the muscles will degrade. Yeah. It's gonna take time.
A lot of time, apparently.
Okay. I'll leave you with that.
Just get so flustered about it, and he just starts walking off.
Oh shit.
Poor guy, poor guy.
When you carry on through, eventually you get a tug on the back of your coattails along your cape, Alarias. Hello, sir. It's Doward.
Oh, okay.
Well, the crew have been talking about you having a book you want to recover. You find you learn through things when it comes to wood, right? And parchment is just another form of wood.
Yeah.
I would really like a project, sir. I'm missing the other ship. I really need something to focus on. So could I please look at that book for you?
That would be an honor if you could look at for me, Doward. That would
Thank you,
help
sir.
a lot. That would help a hell of a lot, Doward. You're a great man. Look.
I'll do you
Come on.
proud.
Yep.
And he just walks off.
Wow.
You can hear the tears landing on the deck.
Dear me.
Alarias just gets out there.
If no one had
Cool.
anything else,
No.
as you venture closer to the center circle, the waves get choppier. The storm clouds seem to reach a touch closer than they ever have before. It is an arduous journey as you battle the stormy winds. Bill comes up with another point to you, Vaela, after a couple of days. The blasted thing's heading north, towards the center circle. I don't know who's going to make it there first, us or it. But that center circle is a death sentence to most ships. I have escaped the edge of it once. Picture a maelstrom so large, we would be like a fly caught in a tornado.
When it escaped into the center circle before, how long did it take to come out again?
Not long, but it was more like it grazed it. This time, I've tracked its trajectory. Unless it turns off soon, it is as if it is charging at it. Like it is being driven towards it.
We
Blasted
need to-
thing, I don't know what it's damn well doing. It's a death sentence. It's like it's locked
Is
in.
it- Can we head it off? Can we get in front of it, between it and the circle?
I don't know if we'll make it in time. We can try. We can try and meet its course. But we will have to go the edge of the center circle closely. We may be able to catch it before it gets there, but it is a may.
Let's
This
see
ship
how-
is not fast.
No. Let's see what we can do. If we do get into a situation we're not going to meet it, we may need to do the little, Astral Sea jump.
I'll know in the next day and a half if we're going to meet it or not. I will also know by then if it's going to move.
Excellent. We'll wait until then. But keep a close watch. And I'll
I
prep
don't take
the
my eyes off it.
Okay.
Or I should say Polly's eyes.
Yes. But I'll inform the crew so they're aware that we're gonna get to some choppy waters.
Puts a hand on your shoulder. They're not going to be too happy about the center circle. Not only is it dangerous in itself, but the myth around it has allured most pirates to keep away.
Yes, but we're not most pirates. We are the crew of the Jolly Roger. We are the holders
Aye.
of 3 artifacts, about to claim a 4th. We've got to take risks to win it big.
Do not forget, Captain. You and I may be fierce warriors, faces of great danger, battled great things. Not every one of our crew member is.
True. Well, forged in the flames, as they say. They'll either rise to the occasion or won't. But we'll know. But we've got to do it. We can't not do it.
As captain, that is your decision.
Yes.
But remember how you will feel when you know it is over.
Can't doubt yourself as captain.
Never. He sort of walks back. Is there anything anyone would like to do over the next couple of days?
Do we still
mean-
have those petrified guys?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. Assuming these new doctors' quarters are better outfitted than the last, I could
Way
look
better.
again for.
You've got a full
Look again for.
setup here.
Excellent. I mean, I will try again to see if there's a medical fix rather than just greater restoration. Otherwise, consult one of the wizards again.
As you're looking around, you're trying to search for things in here, and you're looking. You feel a tug at your hip. There's a pulling from the crystal, as if
Oh,
in
it's
a
ringing.
direction.
No, it's pointing me somewhere. I'll follow it.
It brings you over to the left-hand side cabinet, low, much lower, to the floor, in fact, and then it pings off and rolls underneath.
I'll cast light on, I don't know, my hand. Can I do that? And reach under.
Claw?
Claw. Yeah.
Claw.
Light on the claw. Reach under.
As you do, you see there are a bunch of empty glasses, like rattled up, rolled to the back. And there is one full, and the crystal is next to it, clinking against it.
Ooh. Yes, we grab it. I'll probably identify first, right? Take it to Alarias.
It's up to you.
Yes, take it straight to Alarias.
Mage, I found something!
Oh. Crystal, where'd you find that?
I mean the vial.
Oh, the vial.
He already puts the crystal back in his loincloth.
Disappears into the
Okay.
blank inky space that's down there that nobody
Yeah.
really stares at.
Yeah, no one's looking down there. Okay. Yeah, I'll cast. Give me 10 minutes, Tim. I'll
Very well.
have properties of this for you.
Excellent.
So, using the pearl, it'll cast identify as a ritual. What's in the vial?
So good.
10
You got that
minutes,
as a
you
ritual, man. That's so good.
Quickly glean.
Mm,
This is a potion of great restoration.
dude.
Oh,
This is only enough for
One dose.
I was going to say 2.
Ooh.
Probably split this to 2 people. But that's about it.
So, Greater Restoration will also remove a curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item. So, I don't know if we want to save it.
how
mean,
many
that's
are
down to you.
petrified?
7. You have 7 petrified crew.
Go to Bill and ask him which of his crew he wants to.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
word
yeah,
from
because they're his,
story.
aren't they? That's true.
Is there a potion in this world to restore it? Do we know?
This would be it.
That is it. That's the great
This is
potion.
it.
That's
There's no like.
It's a 5th level
actual
spell,
animal
so
Okay.
another level, another few levels.
No, we've got 5th level spells.
I don't have
Yeah.
5th level slots.
Oh no, sorry, no,
Oh.
it's that's the trident. Sorry.
God,
Um,
don't spell slot shame. God.
that's-
Unbelievable. Sorry.
Slot shaming. That's very funny.
Yeah, mate, yeah. It's up to you, Tim. I'll leave it with you.
You could talk to Bill.
Yeah?
Obviously,
Yeah, sure.
He will then know you have it. That's up to you.
Hypothetically.
One more level for Greater Restoration.
If I were to focus my prayers on one paralyzed member of the crew, who do you think is most missed by their family?
Oh no, blast that. Get no. Save what's her face? Been so long. She was our cleric. She had a great power. She was going to be able to save the others, but then she got
Oh.
bloody petrified herself.
Oh, Blast my memory. Let's get to it.
Trianis, that was her name.
Wonderful. Yeah, that sounds like a great motive. Let's use one dose on her and then save one for ourselves in case we need it.
Would it work on Roger?
That's what I was thinking because it just specifies curse.
The problem is you have to consume it, right? I get
Yeah,
no. I
he's
suppose
got a
enough.
face.
You could,
He's
actually,
got
if
a
you do it on
face, yeah.
petrified stuff. Oh yeah, I mean, if you can do it on petrified creature, then I guess you could technically do it on a ship.
One curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item. I feel like it's not gonna work on Roger because we'll need to upslot Greater Restoration for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we already talked about how like it's greatly like crazy superpowered.
Yeah. I think it might just be a waste of a dose.
Yeah.
Just dribble on the floor.
Yeah.
That's that.
Just
Slowly
what,
fade
wood.
into the grain of the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
heal
let's
it.
use it on this cleric then, and then she can be my assistant.
As you wake her up. Halda, Farley. Where am I?
New ship.
Okay. What happened to the basilisk?
We slew it. Don't worry.
I mean, I assume you guys took Tim with, took Bill with you if you're going to revive his crew, right?
Yeah, sure.
Captain? Who is the small Tortle man? Well, change of leadership, but I am here. Don't worry.
How long has it been? How long have these people been petrified for?
Like
It's been
months,
months,
at this
hasn't
point
it?
now.
Yeah.
It's when Bill first joined, right? Because he was under the attack.
like
Yeah, they were under
Dreamboat.
attack by the Battlist. No, it was but after that,
Oh, yeah.
right? Because it was
Yeah,
when
it was
when Tasker was there.
it was just before the forgetful
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget me nots.
Yeah,
Forget-me-nots.
but that was a long time ago.
We
And,
were still on our way to. We still had Bloodbeard.
You had
with
Bloodbeard's body.
Vera's corpse. Yeah. It's definitely like been 3 months maybe.
Trianis, I'm so bloody glad you're here. The blasted basilisk took all of you, you included, which meant I couldn't get any of you back. I met these fine fellows who saved me and you and kept you alive. Well, kept your statues with us the entire way. Precious cargo space, might I add, but they were quite happy to let go of it to keep you all here at my request. So, I am their navigator. I know, it's a funny thing, blind navigator, but we both know I can see pretty well. I need you to restore your strength, bring back the rest of the crew, and then we need to go save the world.
Yes, we're saving the world.
There's a lot to wake up to. Bill? Yes. How long has it been? Month? 2? Not sure anymore. To be honest. Right. I will need to rest, but then I can start recovering my dear fellows here. Thank you for saving me, young Tortle. What is your name?
Tim, you're very welcome.
I am Trianis. May Solnar bless you with light.
Blessings back to you too. You're medically
Thank you.
experienced then.
I have followed in the faith of the light for a long time.
It's good enough for me. I'll be grateful for your
That's-
help curing the others.
Yes, that is pleasant. It is a difficult spell. I will need time to recover, and it will probably take me quite a few days to recover everyone.
Trying to figure out if I can help her. I don't think so.
There are many ways you could help me. Are you... Do you have a faith at all?
Yes,
Magically inclined? You must
worship-
restore me.
I worship the mighty Joylif. She
Joylif,
sees me through.
one of the old gods.
Yes. Classic, I prefer.
I did not know there were many followers left.
Enough.
Enough. Well, faith is based on hope. I could use your help, in fact. Perhaps with a combination of our holy power, we could recover more at a time. Is it beyond your strength to use power, greater restoration?
Yes, unfortunately so, but I can pour my energy into you as best I can.
Yes, I think this might be the way. What is your focus? I use this holy symbol of Solnar, and she brings up, and it's two crescent moons kind of combined together with a small gap in the middle, with the solar flares of a sun around that.
I mostly heal people with my dead brother's skull.
Sorry, you what?
It's a little rude to question my faith, don't you think?
No. Sorry, I just don't. I didn't quite. Your brother's skull.
Yes, it's quite dramatic. An emotional focus.
Emotion can be a very powerful thing.
You are wise. This is good to see.
I am glad to be in the presence of someone who holds family dear. I will need to rest, but perhaps tomorrow you can aid me in recovering the others.
Yes, excellent. I just need to Google something, but
Yes.
It was nice meeting you, Tim. Bill, if I could perhaps not have any new guests for at least an hour, that took a lot of my social strength. Thank you.
the what is it? The triage? What's it called? The clinic?
The clinic is yours.
And I'll leave her to devices.
Oh, I see. At least this is a somewhat familiar space.
So I read something. Sorry,
That's right.
to interrupt. I read something about using my channel divinities to get my spell slots back. I don't know if that's an optional rule or if I don't have the right subclass or something.
Don't
I'm
think
gonna read
you
it.
have the right
No, I think
subclass.
so.
I think that's the arcane domain.
Is it?
I think so. Not 100% though.
Yeah. I'll look into it and
Worth
get back to you.
continuing Googling. However, I would allow you to use your channel divinity to empower her.
Oh,
if you
then
wanted,
let's just
like,
do
as
that
a-
then.
as-
I've got
as
like
a
3
flex.
charges.
Yeah. I'd happily
Mhm.
say you could use those as like a. Each charge could probably recover an additional person.
Great. I've only got 2, but that refreshes per short rest, so I can give her 2 a day.
That works. So, did anyone wish to do anything else?
No, but I think obviously Vaela would have found out because the ship, and we'll just talk to Bill about this person, this new person, and what's going on, and just. But all that is just to be kept in the loop, basically.
Yeah. And he would
'Cause she-
say, Trianis is a fantastic healer. She's wonderful. When she got petrified first, I was absolutely distraught. But with her on our side, that will be a great help to the people of this ship.
Do you think your crew would just simply join this crew once they're unpetrified?
They all owed me for their lives, and now they owe you in turn by keeping them here instead of leaving their statues. So I would say they will consider it an owed life debt, which with these people...
That's good to know. Good to know. We can always use the extra hands, and especially with this Dresnir,
Trianis.
Drianis, is that Tim could would probably use the assistance.
Well, sheet will be very helpful. I can guarantee that, especially in the med bay.
Definitely. That's good. Very good thing. Glad Tim's been looking into that.
If anyone's not got anything else? More choppy seas for the next couple of days. Tim, through you and Dranis' help, you gain back a couple more people. There is Fargon, who seems like he was a warrior of some kind, and there is Claris. She seems to be some kind of mage, not particularly impressive. She doesn't carry a spell book, but she seems to be arcane in nature. And then, while you're recovering the two other people, Bill will come to you, Vaela, and say, "We're not going to make it in time. There's no way. It's too close now. Not with the speed of this vessel."
Fine. Right, I guess we've got no choice then. We have to prep to jump and get ahead of it.
We should warn everyone.
Oh, of course, 100%. We'll do that now. Get ready to hop over.
I shall start the preparations. I will go on your word.
Fantastic. And Vaela will basically inform the crew of what's about to happen, and to brace themselves for whatever happens.
Barry kind of says, "You wanna be sure?"
It's either this or follow it to the center circle, and I don't really think we typically want to do that.
No, also fair. I've only known one man to escape that place, and he's currently dead. So
There you go. But yes, I think our best course of action is to get ahead of it, and the only way to get ahead of it is to jump ahead of it, essentially. And hope that
Burst, if you will.
Yes. So if you will, but yeah, let's just hope it stops.
let's see how we go.
Mhm.
All right, back to stations. And he goes off on his quarter martyrish ways of shouting everyone in position.
Mhm.
As anything anyone else would like to do while you're still on this plane? Cool. So as Bill stands to the edge of the ship, almost standing on the very edge like he's about to tip over, he swings his arms out into a triangle, crosses it round, brings it down, twists his hands out, and as it does, this small beam of energy in his hands, this cosmic looking space, almost like a tiny galaxy around his hands, presses it into the crystal, and a short beam spreads out, and a triangular portal opens, and you sail right through. And as you get through to the end, closes behind you. Take to port. We don't have to sail for long, but we have to sail for a few leagues. Everyone's on their toes. Everyone's looking around very, very carefully.
Any signs of like the dragons or
Not at
Loads.
the moment.
no?
It is quiet. Dead quiet. There's a gripping set of goosebumps across everyone's backs, waiting for something to happen. Suddenly in the sky, a portal appears. Shooting through it is a red dragon with a Githyanki rider. Following it is a adult bronze dragon with a man humanoid figure in full greyish plate armor, completely covering him. And they are dancing through the sky, fighting each other. The one on the bronze dragon is carrying a sword of sunlight, and the Githyanki rider is running away, almost. They are flying through the sky, attacking each other. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Try not to draw attention
Try
to
not to,
ourselves.
yeah.
Look, a show.
Yeah, just
Spectate.
yeah, just
As this is going on, these dragons claw at each other and bite and snap. And the sunblade comes across, slicing across the red dragon's neck as it splits open. The Githyanki rider begins to fall. As it does, the man with the bronze dragon swoops down and has, like a javelin, plunges it into the Githyanki riding and plunges into the Sea of Dreams, disappearing for a moment under the water. Well, water.
how close was
Plunging.
that? How close was that to us though?
That was probably like a good half a mile away. Like
Oh, okay.
you can see that all happening in the distance.
You
Yeah,
start
Then-
seeing the ferryman come.
potentially.
Oh, that's a really good point. Thank you. Got that down. Need to check which ferryman it is. Notes.
We had multiple last time.
We did, but which one is doing this one?
Bronze dragons are different, especially the lost sword of sunlight. I thought their fight was against the Nautiloids and the mind flayers and stuff.
So
It is.
bronze dragon is likely. No, isn't wasn't the dragon that we met bronze?
It was.
It was.
So,
Oh yes, because they've lost their egg as well.
yeah.
So I imagine they're pissed right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's got to do with the Githyanki, but
Well, Githyanki are just the other like annoying people around the Astral Sea.
there's also the whole chromatic versus metallic, isn't there?
Metallic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
obviously the reds
so-
are the chromatic and the bronze are the metallic. So I wonder if that's got
Do we
something to
get
do
the dragon gods in this campaign? No Bahamut, no Tiamat.
Not that you know of.
We just know about like the whole chromatics and metallics thing. They
You know
have
there
spoken
is
about
some
that.
battle between them, yeah.
Yeah,
They
but that's
cursed the home. Matic cursed the metallic dragon's home.
They took it over, they destroyed everything.
but I think only Alarias out of all of us was there when we had that conversation.
Yes, only Alarias.
Yeah,
might
I've
remember
got notes about this. I think the Jedediah Fireflood.
Jeddah Fireflood.
Yeah, he was our contact for that.
Hmm.
Nice. I had to
Never
get rid
met
of all
him,
my notes because they were Gracil's notes.
No, no.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, because I remember they had a whole thing up. Yeah, I wonder if that's got something to do with it actually. But then who's the humanoid on top?
Did I?
Oh, because yeah. It's just so weird.
Lost my other notes now, but I just went to their thing. Right, you see a figure. First out of the water appear these great, huge horns, twisting up and back like ram's horns, pointing at the edge of the back, and fire encasing them. The minute they come out of the water, they relight. And then there is a head, and it is a great, huge, muscular figure, wreathed in flame, carrying a chain of magma-like rock, pulling a boat, iron encased and steaming off the Astral Sea. And as it just gets over to the body, it just plunges an arm down and rips it out. You can hear the screams of this creature as it slams it down into the metal boat like it's being boiled alive. gently sinks back down, and with it, the iron boat down the body.
Oh, how long is this going to be?
A moment later, plunging up along the edge of the boat, the water of Sidron almost splashing out into starlight as it settles in the air. The bronze dragon with its rider flying up and over the ship, then begins to hover, flaps its wings over. What would you guys like to do?
Is he like looking at us?
The rider seems to be staring down at your vessel. Hasn't swooped down to attack. The dragon hasn't breathed anything upon you.
I guess Vaela would just go, "Greetings. We are not your enemy. We are simply passing through. We mean you no harm."
Alright. I'll go with that. Sort of. Do you have water?
Sure do.
Yes.
Yes.
May I
With mayonnaise
partake
too.
in a cup of your water, not your mayonnaise? I'm not interested.
Sure. Why not?
Sort of clicks. Uthrog, down. Gently flaps down, the adult dragon does. Landing on the ship. The knight, completely covered, looks round, stares at everything, shifts a leg over and slides off the back. Just a cup. Quite thirsty. It's been a
Sure.
tough day.
She'll call for Tiff to get a glass of water.
Holy shit, you're fast.
Thanks, Tiff.
Just downs it, like, in 3 seconds. And it, like, through his armor, the armor is like a full helm, and then there's like slits all the way down the front facial piece, and he just puts it down to near where his mouth would be. Some obviously just drains down the rest of the armor as well, and he's just like, right. Don't see many folk here. Any
Yeah.
reason to be in Stygion?
Just taking a shortcut.
Right.
Do you come here often?
Sometimes work brings me here, you could say.
That's
Oh
nice.
shit, where are my manners? Sorry, I am Fenrir Dawnwick,
Then, well,
last dragon rider. Well,
I'm-
if it weren't for the fucking Githyanki shits, but yeah, apart from
yeah, I'm Captain Vaela Crescent.
pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Really shakes your hand enthusiastically, like a little too enthusiastically, then let's go.
Yes. One. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah. If you just, we're not going to be here that long, but you can stay as long as you wish.
Oh, thanks. Uthrog gets tired, you see. That's the side of his
No,
adult bronze dragon.
I can imagine, especially, fighting the other dragons.
You know, Stygion, not many places to land. It's a bit of an annoyance, really.
Yes, we
Flood's
did.
the same, to be honest.
True. Although, yes, I did see that was you don't want to land around here. Do you have any
It's-
land masses?
Here? Fuck no. No, you gotta travel way into, like, wild space for that shit.
No. Don't really know about any of that means, but I will take your word for that.
Oh, it's like, right, so, where you are now, right, think about that, but fucking bigger and way scarier. And a little less like you've got somewhere that's your base, you just kind of float in anywhere.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant either.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Oxygen supplies, all sorts of shit. It's a pain in the arse.
Why do you even live here?
I don't live here. I just come here sometimes because the fucking red dragon bastards are here. They're a
I
bit
see.
of a pain.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, the Solnar Spire, whatever it's called now, it's fucking gone. So dragons don't have a home anymore. Poor Uthrog here. Well, it's been a while since he's seen his family. They're all underground. Somewhere.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Where do you keep the storm sword?
On her, oh shit. It'll be on her waist, in its scabbard.
Say, any of you know some bronze dragons?
Can't say I personally do.
Funny, because there's a real particular scent, and it's definitely here. You smell that, Ethrok? Dragon just starts going.
It could be Tim. I mean, Tim smells all. I know Tim smells pretty
It-
foul.
I do.
Who's
It's not just the mayonnaise.
Oh,
It's
fuck, the tortoise person. Right, hi.
Yeah. We never really tried to spend too much time to figure out what Tim actually smells like.
Best not to think about it.
No.
He just leans in a little bit. You just hear a. No, not that.
I
No,
can rule that
it's
one out then, I
definitely
guess.
you.
Me? Well, I've definitely not met any dragons.
Yeah, no, hold
Apart
on.
from
Uthrog. Just the head comes down closer. Starts sniffing around. Don't worry, you don't bite. Not unless I tell him to, which I'm not going to do.
she'll at least try to sort of.
Unless you
But
attack me.
Well, she's gonna obviously. She's gonna try and at least rub his face while it's there. You know, in a
The
friendly
minute
manner.
you put
Yeah,
your
Tim
hand
will-
out, it just snarls,
Well, no.
coils back a little bit, and goes.
That's okay. I'll go.
It's a little jumpy. Just keep the hands back. Let him sniff you first.
Fair enough.
Offer the finger.
Palms up. Show him your palms.
That's right. No weapons, only hands. Low hands.
Fine.
Yeah, like that. Perfect. Don't
She'll
move.
do that. She'll do that. She'll just.
Sniffs your hand. Particularly sniffs the hand that you were using the storm sword with, so whichever one it was in.
Yeah.
Specific.
Right hand.
Right hand. So it sniffs the right hand more. And then it kind of pushes it down, nuzzles that hand. And then it finds its way to your hip where the sword is.
Mhm.
Ah, I see. You got a bronze breathed blade. It's very nice. It's very sweet. How the fuck did you get one of those?
Well, it was the owner. Well, it belonged to our previous captain, and as I took over captaincy, the blade basically got passed down essentially.
Shit, passed over time. Bound to happen. You know, it's not at its full potential, right?
I mean, to be fair, as far as I don't really know much about this sword in itself. All I know is when I hit things with it, they get a bit of an electric shock.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
basically it.
That'll be this kind of fella. And as he pats him, he just opens his jaw, licks his teeth, and like a static charge jumps between his teeth.
It is that color as well. That's fascinating. No one, no one's really said anything about this sword, so I didn't know it was anything. Like
Yeah, bronze breathed weapon. It's one of their capabilities. It's very nice. I have to say it's very nice that he got it, because it's just nice to spread that wealth of knowledge, because people just don't think about dragons anymore, and it's a real shame, because I love this fucker, right? This guy here, he's fucking incredible,
Oh,
right?
he's very impressive. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll give him that. Yeah.
And
yes.
no one just takes care of him like I do. Do I, buddy? Do I? And start scratching.
You two definitely seem to get along very well.
Yeah, it's very true. We do. Not to be that guy, but I've been travelling for quite a while. Is there any chance that I could get, I don't know, a sea biscuit, or like some kind of rations, or anything that I could just one meal, perhaps, just to tide me over till tomorrow?
Do I have any witch biscuits left?
Main problem being that if I yes, you do, they're still in your pocket. The problem is if I come in here doing what I'm doing, it's a lot difficult to get out of here, back to the material realm.
Well, I don't know how long we're going to be in here for, but if there's enough time, I mean, I'm sure we can get Tim to rustle you up a proper meal. You might as well, after all the fighting you've been doing.
It's real kind of you. What's your name again?
Vaela. Captain Vaela.
Vaela. Captain Vaela. You are one of the nice people I've met. I am putting you on that list.
There's a list.
You have to be with my business.
Oh, okay. As long as it's a good list.
Yep, you're on the good list, don't you worry. And so far, so good. No one's been pissing at me dragon in any way, shape or form. So, everyone here, so far, good list.
Yeah, so she'll get Tiff, sorry, to whip up.
I was already on it. I'm here.
Fair enough. There you go. Well, that's why Tiff's great. He can whip this stuff up pretty quick.
It's this like wrap of some kind. He starts eating it. Oh, this is amazing.
Yes, Tiff
It's
is
what I
Tiff is
do.
wondrous. Yes, he is very wondrous. We're glad to have Tiff.
He zips away. He just looks around and just goes, well, this was a nice little meet cute. I'll back off now. Gets on his dragon and just goes,
Oh, before you go,
right.
you said that this sword isn't at its full potential. Is there a way that we can get it to its full potential?
Why, yes. All you've got to do is find the bronze dragon that did the breath in the first place and ask him to just up it a notch.
Ah,
They're
that much.
usually rewards,
right.
you know, like a blessing or a boon.
Oh, I see. Well, that might prove difficult because again, I have no idea who that was.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, wherever you got it from, it's probably where this fella's from, so, you know, if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you.
You're welcome. I have no fucking clue how I'm going to contact you, but we'll get there.
I'm sure we'll find a way.
Goes off. It's like, also, just remember the name. Fenrir Dawnwick, last dragon rider. Okay? It's real good for business if you share that around.
Never gonna remember that name ever again. It's what Elizora so just whispers up.
What's that, Uthrog? Who said fuck? I don't know which one of you it was. But I will keep my eyes. I know who shared my name. I know who hasn't. Right. Uthrog, onwards. And it just flies forward, and as it shoots off towards the sky, suddenly another like portal opens and it just shoots through it.
Well, at least if anything, it's handy to have a ally in this plane, or who can visit this plane.
Better than a kick in the teeth.
Exactly. And that's just. I guess we're glad that he was the one that won that fight. Otherwise, it would turn the other direction. Bill, how long? Until we're out.
I'm not gonna lie. We've got maybe another hour. Just
Like-
keep an eye out.
All right.
Hour, you know, relative to us is what I'm saying.
No, that's fine. All right. Get eyes open, people. Did you? Carry on.
Elizora, can you roll a wisdom saving throw, please? With disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh no. Bad times.
That is a 7.
I want you to roll a stealth roll, please.
That is an 8.
Okay. At first, because everyone's looking at the sky, everyone's trying to focus on everything around them. None of you really notice quite what's going on. Elizora, as if in a dream, your eyes somewhat glaze over. And you begin to walk to the edge of the ship. pull the trident out from behind you, gripping it in your hand. Vaela, you suddenly spot as you quickly look down to check on your crew. Elizora is at the edge of the ship, her arm outstretched with the trident in front of it, looking like she's going to drop it in the ocean.
I mean, she's gonna just pounce, basically, like tackle her to the ground, basically, to stop her from doing that.
I would
That's-
like. I need to remember what it is on heat metal, because I want a strength saving throw, or whatever it is for heat metal, because that would be the same sort of thing we're going with now. So, first off, you two. Strength saving throw Elizora to hold her position. Vaela, grapple or shove attack? Your choice, because you're tackling her.
Yeah, I want to like tackle her to the ground more, to get her away from obviously the edge.
More of a shove, because you're trying to make her prone in
Yeah.
the direction you want. So I'm going to go with a shove.
It's just a straight up attack roll. I
Oh,
think,
sorry.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is straight up attack. Sorry, that's not a strength saving throw. Constitution saving throw, please, from Elizora.
Yeah, mate. Attack action.
Do I technically get advantage because it's to maintain concentration?
No. That is not what this is for. This is to see if you maintain grip.
I assume I had proficiency to this.
It's a shove attack.
Because using the attack action, you make a special melee attack to shove the creature.
It's just your attack roll.
It's just your attack roll, so yeah, with proficiency.
Alright, 19 then.
I think that's going to hit Elizora's armor class. Yep, so you are tackled to the ground. You will be made prone. And what was that Constitution saving throw?
17.
17. You release the trident. It drops. It
Hawk
falls in.
swoops in.
I will give your hawk a dexterity saving throw. Disadvantage. But go. As you're probably coming to consciousness as you're falling of what you are doing, out of this paralysis, this possession that somehow took over you and made you do what you just did.
16.
Doesn't make it. This thing falls, and actually as the hawk comes towards it, the hawk sees these tentacles stretching out from the Sea of Dreams. And as they're reaching for it, the trident doesn't fall like it would in gravity. It is almost pulled down by force. And so the hawk just misses it. And something grabs it and sinks down. The trident is gone.
Elizora, are you okay? What happened?
I don't know.
You just dropped your trident overboard.
Yeah. Could have been me falling over. I'll take staying on the boat rather than going in the water myself.
Oh my goodness. Vaela would obviously get off of Elizora. Try looking over the edge of the boat and see if she can see the trident anywhere.
Don't see anything. It's just the rippling nature of a cosmos in an ocean form.
Bill is still focusing on stuff?
He's looking to, because he knows it's an arrow in that direction, he's really trying to keep an eye on what he's doing, what direction they're going, how to open the portal at the right time. So he is a bit distracted.
Okay. Because yeah, I was going to get him to see if he can use the orb or something to find out where the damn thing is. But I don't think that's going to be possible. Fuck. I just don't know. I don't even know what else I can really do.
You gone?
Yeah, it's gone. Shit.
Bill shouts, "We're coming up to the time. I'll prepare us to go through." And
Right.
you just hear this. And from behind you, this water has always been calm. This cosmos water, this dream sea, this ocean of Astral Sea. But as you look to see what the sound was, a gigantic tidal wave of this weird viscous ocean begins, as if something great slamming the water up. In the tidal wave behind you, it is fast approaching. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to get out. We're not gonna be able to outrun it, and we're not gonna be able to get out of the way. So shoot, Vaela will say to Bill to just get us out now, get us back into flood.
Okay.
Herding crew below deck.
Fast it is. And he starts speeding up. Getting everything through, and you can see it's drawing a lot of energy from him, and he just holds the crystal, and as he does, there's this searing light between his fingertips and the crystal, and you can see it's burning him. But the portal opens, and you go through, and it shuts behind you, cutting off the tidal wave as it was approaching. Bill slumps to the floor. Oh.
Sorry, Bill.
Blasted Astral Sea.
You know, I wouldn't have done that unless we had to.
I understand we don't know what the hell was coming for us there.
Yes. Well, we'll get you to the medical bay, and you can heal up there.
Thank you. And he sort of crawls, and then a couple of people help him, and he limps there.
Do we know if he got us anywhere near where we wanted to be, or did he just pull us out?
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 22.
As you land back in through this portal, the rain slamming down on your vessel, you are amongst a storm near the edge of the center circle. The storm, lightning crashing down. It is simply an opaque veil of mist, rain, hail, and ocean. As you look out to the opposite direction, the storm reaching its grasp over the ocean in that way, as it touches the horizon with a strike of lightning, you see a large landmass. As it flashes again, the larger landmass looks larger, as if it is approaching you. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. What will you do with the island's approach? What dangers lurk in the center circle? What could have just happened in the Astral Sea?